All right, here we go. Boop. I don't need the menu up anymore. There we are. Test, 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 test. All right, looks like it's coming through. Promote coupon? I don't even know what that is. I don't know what that is, so I'm going to ignore it for now while people pile in. Daniel Georgiev, how's it going, my friend? We're gonna read a good one today. You might be familiar with it, maybe. Wow! I turned that way down. I'm so glad I turned that way down. It was scaring the crap out of me, like during the lives. Like I would like be focused and get into the material, and all of a sudden be like, "Wow!" Just scare the crap. Because like it's probably not too loud for you, but it was super loud in my ears. So thank you. You helped me test it. You can help me test by typing in !book in the chat. See if that works. Those two, yeah. Those are like super loud in my ear. Thank you for the gifts, my friend. I think it should be... Yes, it should be connected. It says it is. It says it is. I'm going to pull that down here. Oh, I thought I put a limit on those. Did I not? I guess I didn't. Well, we'll just have to deal with it then. Why is that? There we go. Yeah, I don't know why it's... It must have reverted. Huh. No, I'll mess with that later, I guess. I'll mess with it later. Yeah, it works. Okay, good. I'm going to share the stream to the wakey peeps from the team. All right, yeah. Yeah, what time is it there for you? See, 6, close to like 4 in the morning or something? Whoa. Hello, Tilted Pages. How's it going? Wow. Have my eyes gotten that much worse? I think they have. Well, I do have it slanted a little bit today, so maybe that's the case. I'm like, why is it so hard to read? Yeah. That's all right. It's 12 p.m. in Australia at the moment. Hello, Roxy. Well, that's not too bad. Just getting the afternoon started. So that's a lot of hours ahead of us because it's the next day for you, right? It's actually like Thursday there, right? Just came over from Nick Plume's live, spreading the love. It's 3 a.m. there. Okay, so in Belgium, right? That part of the world. Yes, Nick Plume was having her book release party for Prowler today. I was there for a little bit. Fantastic writing. Obviously, I'm a little biased because we read a chapter on Whiskey Wednesday. So I have to say it's good. But regardless of that, it is really good, actually. Her writing's really good. I like her writing. Yeah, it's Thursday for you. Okay, yeah. So you're like a day ahead. So, and however many extra hours that is. I can't remember now. I can't remember. Like a goldfish. Daniel Georgiev. Speaking of fantastic writing and fantastic authors, Daniel Georgiev is the author of this one, Crossing the Veil. And this was a Halloween Samhain-inspired story. So it's gonna be a little different than I think most things that we've read so far. Yeah. We've dipped our toes in a little bit, but this is a little bit more. So, if you have any questions, Daniel's here. He loves answering questions about his work. Really complicated ones too. So put him on the spot. He enjoys it. Whoa. I love that. I should probably do themed sound effects. One of these days. One of these days I'll get up to it. I was just about to say you're sus. Well, you know. I do what I can. Ileana, thank you. Is that possible? Is that possible? It is. I'm going to try not to kick the power cable this time. I figured out what I did. I managed to kick it. The power to the actual interface. I kicked last time. Don't do that. Great cover too. Yeah, it is pretty cool. I'm a cover kind of geek, nerd. And so I geek out about covers. And this is a pretty cool cover. So, and this one's a short too, right? The Sound Booth. Yes. Let me see. I missed a question. You stream from the phone or TikTok Studio? I'm streaming from the phone this time. I've put some work into getting like a mesh network kind of going. Thank you for the heart. Whoever sent that, I'll find out here in a second. So maybe I can do it from the studio again because I kind of like the dual stream kind of thing, but and some more interactivity with some of the stuff that I had going on. I'd love to bring that back. There's some stuff that I was working on, but bring the pew pews back if you remember that. But no, for right now it's just the phone because the network wasn't good enough to host the stuff I was trying to do. And it doesn't tell me. Oh, hold on. I don't know why. It's like filtering out weird stuff. Like, it seems like more and more it's just filtering out weird stuff. I tried to filter that one out for you. Thank you for the lightning bolt. The flowers in the corners are so cringe. Photoshop the living. No, I think they're good, and it kind of gives that double two-tone feeling to it. That two-faced feel, which is makes sense. Makes sense for your book. Makes sense. So I think it fits. I think you're okay. No, you're awesome. All right, well, Whiskey Wednesday wouldn't be Whiskey Wednesday without, you guessed it, whiskey. You don't have to partake in whiskey. I'm going to, but I'm doing it a little different. I'm going to do it at the very end, but we're going to talk about it right now. But we're going to drink the whiskey at the end. This one is interesting from a company called Flaviar. They're like a whiskey club kind of thing that I was subscribed to a long time ago. And they send you one of these, like, it was every month and they did every quarter. And I've just got like a backlog of these things. So we're going to be partaking of these until I run out of them. Because I don't know what else to do with them except for drink them, right? Why wouldn't you? This one is called The Tale of Three Whiskeys. So it's going to be 3 different whiskeys from different places around the world. So we're going to see which one we're going to get up front. A is Penderyn, a Madeira finish. It's a Welsh whiskey. So we're going all the way to the, north, what is that, western corner of Europe to do a Welsh whiskey. I don't think I've ever had a Welsh whiskey, so this will be interesting. We're going to do that at the very end, though. Do it at the very end. So that'll be fun. Because as it turns out, I discovered one of the worst things you could drink right before you narrate, whiskey. As it turns out. I mean, sometimes I still do it, but, whatever. Kim, hello, fellow Aussie here as well. By the way, that pic, it was cheese on toast with eggs. Okay, I missed the egg part. I saw the cheese because it was like it looked good. On the Discord is what we're talking about. Almost set to listen in full glory. All right. Okay, and thanks to anybody who sent gifts that I missed to call out. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Definitely not necessary, but thank you. The necessary part is just to borrow your ears while we listen to some fantastic tales from some of our indie authors here in the community. So that's the whole point. And then after we're done here, I produce it just as if it was an audiobook. I give it to the author to use for promo or chop it up in like little bits. Thank you, Britt. Hello. Oh, and it's like attached to my head. But it attached like weird. That was interesting though. Or maybe it's supposed to go on the side of your head. Probably not. Probably just couldn't figure out what was going on up here with my face. But anyways, we give the fully produced copy of what we're reading tonight. So like if I make a mistake, I'm going to go back and re-record until it's right, just like you would with an audiobook. If you watch me doing audiobooks live, we're doing the same thing, but this time with a story from the indie author community here, which is super cool. So thematic. Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of thematic, wasn't it? Let me see here. Hello. Love it. Awesome. Thank you, Britt. I missed something, Andrew. But I have an ear infection. Oh, no. So I need to rest my ears for a bit. Okay, well, that's all right. You can just watch my animated facial features and the weird stuff I do with my hands because I can't help but talk with them, and it doesn't necessarily have to fit whatever I'm talking about, you know? So rest those ears. That sucks. That's all right. I hate getting, like, infections and stuff. Ugh. Ear infections, rather. Yikes. Coffee is ready. Oh, yeah. I'm going to heal that. Is it? So you say the power of my voice is going to heal. I don't know about that. 9 out of 10 dentists don't recommend. I don't know. I got nothing. I'll join you with the coffee there for a little bit. Perfect moment to use lip reading. There you go. There you go. All right. Take a sip of water and we'll get into Whiskey Wednesday. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. And this is going to be good. I think you all like this. It's different, and I like it that way. How many chapters are we reading through today? That's a good question to ask before we start. We're going to do the introduction, and then the first chapter. And then we're cliffhanging you there, as we like to do. And if you'd like to pick up a copy, let me know. And maybe Mr. Daniel Georgiev will tell you how to get a copy there. Hint, hint, go to the website. Just saying. Yes, practice my lip reading. There you go. There you go, for sure. Alrighty. Well, without much further ado, let's dive into it, shall we? Honestly, love this idea. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I really look forward to Wednesdays. It's an excuse to drink whiskey, an excuse to read some really cool stories from our community, right? The amount of genres that I've been exposed to through this is mind-blowing. Just stuff I probably wouldn't have chose to go out of my way to read, and now that I've read some of those genres, I'm like, oh, I've discovered new ones like was it Gas Lamp Fantasy was one that we did. I'm like, what the heck is that? Turns out an amazing genre, because apparently I've been under a rock. Hello, Alicia. How's it going? It's filtering all your comments out, Daniel. Let me unfilter that. Oh, there we go. I think it... Did it unfilter it? Okay, I think I did. Look at the screen. Okay, I'm looking at the screen. Look at the screen. Gas Lamp Fantasy. Yeah, it's like Victorian era steampunk with magic, if you will. Fantasy. Obviously, Gas Lamp Fantasy. Tara, hello. Tara or Tara? Might be Tara. Let me know. I don't want to say your name wrong. TikTok secret hate. Yeah, I know. It's filtering out weird stuff. Sounds good. Okay. All right. Tara. Or is it Tara? See, I could be saying it. I could be saying it wrong both ways. I don't know. Wow, a totally new genre. Yeah. Overway. Tara. Okay. So it isn't Tara. It's Tara. Got it. Tara. I have no idea if I said it right the first time now. Not Tara. Yeah, Tara. Don't show me the wrong way. I'm gonna forget. Say it the wrong way. Tara. Got it. Thank you for joining. I did, okay. Tara. You have to say, this is like, you have to like say something like 11 times or something for it to stick in your memory or something. I don't know. I think I have to say it like 30 times. My memory sucks. Okay. All right. I think now we will break into Crossing the Veil. So if you want to know a little bit about the author, you can type in ! Let me uncensor that because it's censoring everything Daniel types. You can type in ! Author, hit enter, tell you a little bit about the author. And then if you type in ! Book and hit enter, it'll tell you a little bit about the book that we're reading right now. So as long as it doesn't break, again, like midstream, it should tell you a little bit about what we're reading and who wrote it. So, and he's here. Daniel Georgiev is here. All right, cool. Let's break into a story with the introduction, shall we? Test. Make sure this. Test. Cool. Make sure we're recording. Thank you for the roses. All right. Introduction. Rywodon's point of view. Silence. The entire realm fell quiet. The flicker of a dancing ash flame taking my sight. I breathed in, and my lungs burned. The ash flame grew with each breath as the sky flipped upside down. The purple fog that had always obstructed our vision was... The purple fog that always down. The purple fog that always obstructed our vision was chased away by the growing fire, and I could glimpse into it as it shimmered like a mirage, beautiful and too cruel to be real. The time has almost come, I said, and studied the 3 that had been chosen for this year's Samhain. Once we cross the veil, you will experience bliss. They locked eyes with me, each breath burning their lungs as it did mine. I debated many times whether it was a punishment from the gods or just their false idea of a joke. Bliss? Castle asked. He had a faint blue glow within that shadow-filled helm. Whether or not those were his eyes, it was what I considered the flicker to be. He took a step forward, his black armor clanking. Greenery, waterfalls, forests, mountains. I motioned above my head. The stars, the air, breathable, pleasant air. There is no honor in pleasure, Rywodon. But there is a tummy rumble that got recorded. Let's try that again. There is no honor in pleasure, Rywodon, he said, and out of the swirling shadows that slipped out of his armor, shaped a black mare that he mounted. I am here to reclaim that which I've lost. That is true, Rywodon. That is true, Rywodon, Victor said with his sharp accent. We all remember the pleasures of the realm of the living, but it's not that pleasure that we seek. Alexandra nodded as Victor's black coat wrapped around her waist, pulling her closer. The ash flame grew brighter and brighter as they spoke. A low, dreadful voice whispered into my head. Each word carved itself into my skull like scripture. Only once a year does the veil weaken. Do not forget what you must do. Kill the 4 saints. I grunted as the immense pressure and pain faded from my head. The 4 saints, I whispered, echoing the master. I closed my eyes, the memory of red curly hair and a fox mask flashing before me. Gripping my fist, I whispered, I am coming. I looked at the others, and their tortured expressions told me enough. You heard him, right? I asked. With a displeased nod, they responded. The ash flame burst open in the center, presenting us with a mesmerizing visual. A portal to the world of the living. Now, fallen ones, advance! All right. And that was the introduction. Victor Vampire voice, classic. It gets better as we go. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely builds upon itself. At first, you're kind of like, what? Ba-ba. Yes, it does. You noticed that, huh? Yeah. The back's like a bigger version of it. The Fallen Ones. Yes, indeed. I think I'm just going to put this on the same track. And then I'll leave myself a big old space. And then we'll go from there. So, Daniel Georgiev, if somebody wanted to get the book, how would they go about doing that? It felt too short. Need to make bigger intros, right? Well, we're going to do chapter 1. We're going to do chapter 1 as well. So have no fear. Have no fear. We're doing chapter 1 as well. So that was just a little tease. We need a little bit more, right? A little bit more. I think it was a good introduction, like knowing a little bit more of the full story. It's a good taste into it, and it starts to make more sense as we go through, which is good. It's, piques your interest, right? Get you in. Doesn't give you too much. Just kind of teases you along the path, right? So it's on the Zon. Okay, all right. Oh, but if you sign up for the newsletter, you get it free. That's crazy. Along with one more short story that was on Whiskey Wednesday last month. That's right. That is true. Well, there you go. It was a great hook. Tara. I remembered it right. I have to do like a mental picture association now to get your name. Which I'm probably going to forget right after this, but I'm going to try my best. 2 short stories are the best sellers in their categories. Oh, that's awesome. Sorry. No need to be sorry. I'm trying not to mess up your name. Definitely need more of this one. The intro is just getting good, right? I know. Somebody called the master and breathing hurt. Why does breathing hurt? I don't what? Don't overthink it. I'm trying not to. Just Tara. Just throw it out like it's nothing. All right. Because I said it right the first time. I should have just asked. I should have just went with it. But then I was afraid I was saying it wrong. And be like, yeah, I watched this narrator guy. He's okay, but he can't even say my name right. It's kind of a jerk. I stepped away for a customer and missed a lot of it. No, Kim. We'll just have to start over from the beginning, right? I'm just kidding. We are going to go into chapter 1, though, so you didn't miss the whole thing. You just missed the intro. But the good thing is, on the red platform with the play button on it that has a tube, I'll have the replay up on there. So you can always go there. And I think in the BIO, there's an LINK to where that might be. I love all the words that we can't say on the platform. You know what I mean? Why is it filtering out even more? There we go. How many times to say Georgiev? Oh, I think that was from a comment a long time ago. Filter that out. So weird. And you can't even say the singular word rude. Why not? That's interesting. Anyways, it doesn't matter. This quirky old platform. So are you offered to go to the living realm. So you are offered to go to the living realm. It will feel like rejuvenating yourself. Suspicious name. Yeah. Georgiev, it's like Georgie, but with a V. Ban it! Not allowed. Filter it. It's so wrong, TikTok. How dare you? How dare you? All the Georgievs are now offended. Right? Okay. Let's break into chapter 1. And learn more. Learn more about our tale and our mystery world. That's like 40% of Bulgarians. Right? Yeah. See, TikTok? Come on now. Experience some culture. Tara, thank you for the heart. Okay. All right, here we go. Chapter 1. Chapter 1. Fate. Rywodon's point of view. I approached the portal, hesitant at first, but as I felt the pull, I jumped through. The ash flame turned pure white. The silence was torn by agonizing screams and devilish laughter. Bells rang in the distance, then echoed from all directions. Chants in an ancient language I didn't know burned my core, and then it slowly faded. In the white torture, flashes of a time long past, memories of my kingdom appeared around me, as if God painted it with a brush. As I walked, the white was completely painted away. The wooden floor creaked as I approached. I looked up to make sure it was recording because it was doing something weird. And then, give me a second. In the white torture, as I walked. Okay, cool. I hit the desk, making sure that didn't get picked up. All right, here we go. The wooden floor. There we go, the wooden floor. The wooden floor creaked as I approached the balcony, red hair swirling with a gentle breeze. My heart stopped and my air held, but I knew this was not real as it seemed. Regardless of that, I forced myself to accept it as reality. Marwa. I spoke her name as she slowly turned. The perfectly smooth skin and perfect thin lips curved under the moonlight. I said moonlight really weird. Let's say it again. Marwa. Marwa. I spoke her name as she slowly turned. The perfectly smooth skin and perfect thin lips curved under the moonlight. My queen. She jumped off, and as I reached to grab her, the colors of the world shifted. The moon was black. The sky was white. Black stars bled their darkness as each star connected to a citizen of my kingdom. It was no longer a peaceful green garden before my balcony. My people, each single one hollowed of life and tied to a black star. The ritual of the damned, I murmured. We believed you. You killed us all. My king, why? Curse you, Rywodon. May the devil take your soul, just like you took ours. Their souls wailed, agonizing screams reverberating all around me, until it stopped. The master's voice came through as he crawled out of the floor. King Rywodon, he spoke, his voice deep and gritty. Your sacrifice has been accepted. I turned around, and a claw-sharp hand pierced through me. I looked at the master's devilish smile. In his palm, he held my still-beating heart. Now that I have taken this, I will grant you the power you wanted, the power to rule and ruin kingdoms. I collapsed. Bird chirping jolted me from my sleep. I inhaled. My body my body refilling with life. My body refilling with life. The smell of dirt and grass filled my senses. I turned on my back to see the sky's blue, burning and beautiful orange. I rose to my feet and scouted my surroundings. As I expected, the other 3 had landed somewhere else. I closed my eyes, and I felt them, like 3 beacons in different corners of the world. But there was something more gripping than anything else. I leapt atop the trees, and as several branches broke, I thrust myself onto the hill ahead. My eyes gazed towards that which had been planted deep within my soul by the Master. Just beyond the forest ahead, a city buzzed with life. Somewhere in that direction, I could sense her. The sun crawled across the horizon like a frightened ghost, shifting the opposite side of the sky into a calmness of the night. "Time is scarce," I said, and I leaped down the hill. "I am coming, Marwa." Trees passed by me in a blur. At this speed, I thought I'd reach the city within an hour, but surprisingly, I felt it getting closer to my target way too fast. My demon senses struck me. I stopped right where I stood, my eyes darting left and right under the tension. The trees towered ahead, obstructing any light, but for my demon vision that was no problem. Just as it adapted to the darkness, hollowed turnips blazed with fire. They hung from branches all around me. How come I did not notice this? The forest blazed to light. In my right hand, a ball of ash flame took shape, its gray color illuminating the sleeves of my crimson coat and my blue shirt. "I can sense you," I said. No reply followed. My hand acted on its own and hurled the flame forward. It exploded, a few trees catching non-dying flames. Footsteps echoed in the distant left, and I instantly threw another ball of flame in that direction. "Marwa!" I shouted, my voice echoing with a demonic grittiness. Clothes rustled in the distance. Clothes rustled in the distance behind the flames ahead, and I charged at them, dashing through the fire. An arrow landed on my shoulder. With a grunt, I turned around and leapt straight in the direction it had come from. My speed was far beyond any human's, a power I dreamt of when I had once been king. And despite that, I arrived at a branch only to ram my fist through a burning turnip. "Enough games!" I shouted, and let out a demonic roar, the trees' leaves rustling from the force. I shouted, and let out a demonic roar, the trees' leaves rustling from the force. An arrow through the lung interrupted my scream, and a second later my demonic senses forced me into reaction. Smooth skin landed in my grasp as I twisted backwards. The sound of her swing resonated as I caught her other hand holding a dagger, the slap of skin on skin echoing. I steadied my breaths as I gazed into the eyes behind my opponent's fox-shaped mask. Her red hair swirled as the scent of roses filled my nostrils. "Marwa," I whispered, my grip loosening. Spirit energy burst between us, and she leapt back, a bow of light taking shape within her hands mid-air. An arrow whizzed, but I stopped it before my face. Slowly, I crushed it with my palm, its rough texture turning into spirit energy, along with the other 2 arrows that were on me. Right at the end, there was a noise. Okay, I think we got away with it, though. Slowly, she got into a stance, dressed in white and crimson that hung to her body. She placed a tight grip onto the floating scythe. "I am Maya, the bringer of tummy rumbles." Let's try that again. "Scythe. I am Maya, the saint of harvest," she said in a firm, determined voice. "Every year, every day, every Samhain, my lungs burned so I could be with you, Marwa. I did that all for you," I said, my voice cracking. "And look what destiny did to us." "It's me," I shouted. As another tummy rumble interrupted me again. "Shut up, stomach." Damn it. "It's me," I shouted, my voice shaking the leaves. Raiwadon! She motioned before her face, drawing spiritual energy into a blue flame. Then, let me send you home, Raiwadon. All right, so, take the interruptions from my stomach not shutting up. It was pretty good. It wasn't too bad. I like the story. It's good. It builds on. That's the end of chapter 1. It's all over. Feels like it's too soon, doesn't it? Feels like it's too soon. It's like we're just getting started. Just getting started. All right, Daniel Georgiev. I want more! Right? What was your favorite part of writing this short? As I open up our whiskey for Whiskey Wednesday. I want to know. The imagery you paint, it's pretty good. It's pretty darn good, sir. A product of Wales. I want more. I know they always feel so short, right? That's like the bad part. I love the conflict between Raiwadon and the Saint. Oh, okay. That is, I will say, like, the descriptions of him getting, like, his heart removed and, like the whole thing going into basically the whole undead kind of premise and I'm getting almost like, I haven't finished the end of this one yet, but I'm getting almost like a Groundhog's Day kind of thing, like every Samhain something like this happens. So, which is interesting in and of itself. Like I like that premise. It's where we don't say it, but can figure it out. Yep, exactly. No, that's good. I think there's a lot of power in that, right? Giving your audience what am I trying to say? Knowing that they'll figure it out, like knowing that they're smart enough that they will figure it out, right? Like, you don't have to come out and just on the nose say it, right? Let them figure it out. They're smart enough, they will, right? And let him into becoming a demon. Yes, the little part there where he's doing some demon stuff. That the Saint was actually the queen he had, and led him into the demon. Okay, gotcha. Oh, thank you for the heart. I think I might have missed it, but life with. Oh, I'm gonna mess this up. Leia? I'm messing your name up. I'm sorry. I was about to read that book. Well, good. Lie. Got it. Had it the first time. All right. See, I've been doing that all night. I'm getting it right the first time. I should just go with it until somebody's like, that's not right. Oh. And then it filtered your comment out again there, Daniel. Of course, because that's what it likes to do. Wow, why won't it let me? There we go. There you go. Unfiltered. And if you pay attention, you will realize there's more to what is obviously why. I don't know. I don't know why TikTok keeps doing it, man. I have no idea. We're going to partake in a little bit of whiskey from Wales, though. I don't think I've ever had a whiskey from Wales. So this will be a new experience for me. For sure. And we learned, though, a couple times ago, TikTok hates the author. Yeah, apparently keeps filtering everything he says out for some reason. And we learned last time that when you're tasting a new beverage, there's 3 things. You smell it, you take a taste, and you notice what do you taste at first, and then what do you taste at the end, because those could be 2 different things. So we're tasting the Penderyn with a Madeira finish. It's a Welsh whiskey. And I'm supposed to get, from the Wheel of Flavors, vanilla sweetness. I can smell it sweet from here. Sweet, caramel, lemon peel, fruit, biscuit. Interesting. I wonder if it means biscuit like UK biscuit, since it's Welsh? Or like what I would consider a biscuit, because it's 2 completely different things. Tropical fruits, custard, and herbs. So it's going to be sweet, fruity, with a little bit of herbiness, I guess. But let's give it a smell. But super sweet. smelling, and give it a taste. Cheers, everybody. If you're drinking, whatever. Doesn't have to be whiskey, but hopefully you enjoyed the story tonight. If you'd like to get yourself a copy, Daniel, tell them how they can get it. How can they get it, Mr. Daniel Georgiev? Ooh, that is fantastic. Very sweet up front. Maybe a hint of fruit. I'm not really picking a lot of that up. But definitely caramel, custard, vanilla. Yeah. Biscuit, I don't know what that means. Maybe like when you breathe out, there's a little bit of like fruit flavor in there. Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it. Not sponsored in any way. You're with the coffee. Drink that coffee. I may need the name of that one, of the book, or of the whiskey. The whiskey is Penderyn, Penderyn. It's a Welsh whiskey. There's a mouse in my garage. I caught it out of the corner of my eye running. That's why I stopped. I gotta get a mouse out of my garage. Great. I caught you! Oh, get some Tom and Jerry up in here. You have the book. Oh, okay, cool. Awesome. Yeah, you can get it on the website. You can get it from the newsletter for free. Or, the jungle. She already has the book. Ah, that's right. Goodbye, cables. Yeah. That's what I'm afraid of, because all of my cables and stuff go out of my sound booth and into the computer that's sitting outside the booth. I definitely don't need them chewing on that. I gotta go get one of those, maybe I'll go to the hardware store and get one of those, little cage things. I can catch them and throw them out in a field somewhere. Darn it. I'm glad I caught it, though, out of the corner of my eye. Either that or I'm going crazy, one or the other. I mean, I'd rather it be that I'm going crazy, I think. Get Tom's over there. I have 2 cats. They're kittens, though. I don't know if they would even know what to do with a mouse. They will deal with Jerry, right? I do have cats, but I don't even know if, I don't know. Maybe that's like an instinct or something. But they're little. They're little. They still fit in my, hand. They're, one is almost 5 pounds, and the other is a little over 5 pounds. He's probably closer to 6. Pancake and Waffle are their names. My son named them. And Pancake's, they're both brothers, both orange and white tabbies from the same litter. And Pancake is the troublemaker. His brother, Waffles, just likes to cuddle. He's pretty chill. But Pancake, 6 o'clock in the morning, biting my toes because he wants to be fed, jumping up on the counter when he knows he's not supposed to, that kind of stuff. You're like, dude. They may surprise you. I don't know. I might let him out. I don't know. Probably not, though. We can do that can we do that in kilos? Actually, what's funny is they measured them in that, and then I had to convert it into pounds so I knew what the heck it was. So let me do the reverse here. So let's see here. Let's go do the old Google Fluent here. Let's see, pounds to kg. So, all right. So pounds. All right. So 1 is 2.2 kilograms. And then the other is closer to 2.7 kilograms. Doesn't seem like that big of a difference in kilograms, but he's definitely the fatty. I mean, he's not fat, but he's definitely bigger. He's longer, too, than his brother. Steve! How's it going? Speaking of really great stories, really great drinks, really great company, and just having a good time, if you want to have a great time listening to a great narrator, follow Steve Corona. He's been doing a lot of lit RPG, too, so if you're into that, he is the man. Dialect coach, the voices he comes up with. I'm in his channel all the time, not just to watch and hang out and support, because I do that, but I'm stealing ideas for voices because he's crazy. He's got a lot of them. Crazy good. Check him out. Oh, you are most definitely welcome. Most definitely welcome. But yeah, I think that pretty much brings it to the end of Whiskey Wednesday. This was a short one, but it was a good one. It was a short one and a good one. Next Matt's Magica book goes to Steve. All right. Right. I mean, hey, he would do it justice. That's for darn sure. Probably a admittedly better job on some of the accents. Let's be honest. But I'm learning from him, all right? Cats are awesome. Mine thinks it's a dog, though, as I have 2 dogs as well. Okay, so we have a Great Dane Weimaraner mix. It's my in-laws' dog, and they get along great with the dog. Pancake more so than Waffles. Waffles is kind of like, he's a little shy still, but Pancake does not care. He basically just first day was like, oh, dog, and they sniffed each other, and then they were best friends. They like sleep next to each other all the time and everything. But these Pancake is the only cat I've had that like. Dogs will do this where like they'll smell your food and then like beg for your food or try to get your food right at first. The cat wants to eat not just smell, wants to eat everything I'm eating. Like if I'm eating a breakfast burrito, he's all up in there trying to get the burrito. Like I've never had a cat that's been like remotely interested in anything I'm eating in terms of human food, but he is all about it. He's like a little dog. It's crazy. And he follows me everywhere too. Like he'll wait for me and follow. And then when it's bedtime, he'll like stand outside and meow until I let him into the bedroom to go to bed. So he's one of those. Followed you anyway, Steve. You should definitely follow Steve. He does a lot more during like the daytime than I do for sure. So definitely follow Steve. Very, very talented. And of course I'm biased, right? But doesn't matter. He's still good. Yeah, my cat is the same way with food as well and loves the sweets, really. Okay, he's more into he's into everything. He's trying to drink my coffee this morning. I'm like, really, dude? You don't want coffee. You don't want coffee. Oh, the sweet little things. Yeah, it can be hard with the time zones. Yeah. Yeah. So if it's 4 a.m. for you now, 3, 4, 5 a.m, I'm trying to think. So that puts you 8 hours? Do that right? 8 hours ahead? I think 8, 9, depending. So yeah. You might be at work, I think. 7 hours? Okay, 7 hours. Okay, gotcha. That's not too bad, though. It doesn't matter. It's worth it. You don't need sleep. You need to listen to Steve Corona narrate. That's, moral of the story. It's like an Aesop's fable. Aesop's fable? Aesop's fable, right? I don't know. Yeah, my cat will try to drink coffee, milk, water, and definitely loves sweet things, which is strange. Yeah. Yeah, Pancake's pretty much an equal opportunist. If you have it, he wants it. So, it's just sleep's time, right? Get enough sleep when you're dead, right? That's what I say. This whiskey, though, my goodness. I've got pickups to do after this. I better chill, because I will drink the rest of that for sure. An Aesop's... No, I did not. No, I did not. No, I'll take it. Well, I mean, if you want me to, that's one thing. Moral of the story. Steve Corona is an amazing narrator. I don't know if that qualifies, but... Well, it's teaching you that he's an amazing narrator, so I guess it would, right? Never leave anything on the bench. Otherwise, yeah. Pancake today figured out he could jump from the floor all the way up onto our countertops, which I am very pleased that he figured that out. So he just wants to sit in the window, which I get, but there's like French doors that he could sit, the big glass French, he could just sit in front of that. But I don't know. Anywho. Again, if you type in !book or !author into the chat, it'll tell you a little bit about the author and the book. And, that little LINK where you could pick yourself up a copy if you liked what you heard tonight. And, yeah, if you have any author friends, you can send them my way too if they want their first chapter read on Whiskey Wednesdays. It's a lot of fun. We have fun. Just Eleanor, hello. It's been a while since I've seen you. How are you doing? It's good to see you again. Going crazy with the chili peppers. How have you been? I've been doing great. We've got a lot of stuff coming. Ooh, I just talked to the author today. Since you're all here, I'll let you in on it. And you're good too? Good. I talked to the author today. There is a 6-book space opera sci-fi series that I'll be doing. And she's going to let me stream them all here on TikTok. All 20 plus hours of each book. Each book is over 20 hours long. But I think it's really good. She does it in a way that I like, that each chapter can kind of almost stand on its own. There's an overarching kind of storyline, plot line throughout the whole thing, but each chapter can kind of stand as its own story as they kind of go throughout the universe, as it will. I don't want to spoil too much, but we're going to have a ton of space opera sci-fi goodness. So if that's something you're into, I've been doing a lot of that here in the near future. So probably not this month, but maybe the end of next month. So I think she wants to tidy up the final book before we get into it so we can do them all at once. So, boom, overreact. It is going crazy here. I wish I was in space now. Yeah, right? I've always been like super fascinated with space, like following like, NASA stuff and like listening to like Neil deGrasse Tyson and all that kind of stuff. Just learning as much as I could. Admittedly, some of it gets like so complicated I don't understand it, but so like super exciting things like even Musk's SpaceX program and all that kind of stuff. Super fascinating. Just and privatizing space industry, and it's all, I think it's super cool. Some of you might be like nerd, but I think it's cool. So I love that stuff as a kid too, like the Star Trek and the Star Wars and all that sci-fi stuff in space. Loved it. I'm hopping on the first Firefly I see, right? Yeah. That was a fantastic series too. What's really like kind of funny is like the first time my wife and I tried to watch Firefly, we couldn't get into it. And then everybody says it's amazing. We need to give it another chance. And we pushed through the first episode because it was admittedly it's kind of slow. The first episode's kind of slow. We got into the second episode and immediately just fell in love with it like everybody else does. And it's a fantastic show. I'm always falling for those things on the books of the faces about they're rebooting Firefly. I'm like, oh, yeah, no, they're not. They're not going to do that. Not going to happen. But I get excited every time. Comfort show for you. Yeah, it's so good. Even I like the movies too. The movie's good. With what are the things? The Reapers or whatever show up in the first movie. Yeah, it is. That's law. Space is cool, right? It is cool. It's that sense of adventure and stuff. Of the unknown, right? I think that's why Star Trek is so appealing. Going where no man has gone before. Like that type of stuff. The Serenity, yeah, the ship. Yep. For sure. Alrighty. Well, I should have had this pulled up. Let me pull it up. I've only been doing Whiskey Wednesday for a couple of years now, so I should have this down pat. Who is next? Who is next indeed? On Whiskey Wednesday. Pull up the master spreadsheet where I keep track of everything. No, I don't. I need to keep my calendar up there because I write on it up there. Okay, the next person is, what is the date today? Is the 11th, all day. Boom. Oh, yes, it is you, Kim. It is you. Yes, with your work in progress book, The Weight of the Unfound, which is a crime mystery. I've read the first chapter. It's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm going to apologize in advance. My Australian accent, not that great. So of which you will hear next Wednesday. So if you want to come and watch that train wreck of an Australian accent, as I offend everybody in that small country, come by. Wednesday, 6 p.m. PST, just like we did today. Next Wednesday, which will be Thursday, actually, from the Australians there. You have a tip for Australian, I'll take it. Is it a lot of better writers print a lot of little letters? That's my tip in Australia. Wow, it's filtering everything out you say there. There you go. Nice. 6 books. Why did it filter that out? Yes, Kim is a fellow Aussie as well. Message me anything else you need. Will do. We might try something special for this next Whiskey Wednesday. A slow Cockney accent. Slow Cockney? It won't let me say it. Oh, okay. You're trying to type something out, but it won't let you. Interesting. Oh, it did come through. Okay, that's what you're trying to... Because it probably focused on the first part of that word, and it was like, no, can't say that. That's not what I'm trying to say. We'll check out Kim's books, as I love finding new authors and books to read. Absolutely. And fellow Australian, you got to check it out. You have to. Yeah, I'll be studying up on my official accents and dialects guide for stage and screen. That's right. Trying to brush up on that bad mamber jamber. I don't have any out yet, just the work in progress. Yes, that's right. Steve, you do have that book. I think you're the one that recommended I get that book. Just so I know you have that book. Well, if Steve has it, I'm getting it too. So, and then my bookmark, you'll love my bookmark. Because you'll get it. It's probably backwards, but it's the IPA made easy. It's like IPA for dummies, basically. Can't wait for next week's live. Definitely tuning in again. Absolutely should. It's fun. And we get to support our fellow authors, our indie authors. Yes, Steve. Yes, indeed. I'm excited. I am excited as well. I'm trying to do that thing that we talked about. So I need to get on that and figure out how I'm going to make that work. I have a couple of options because I think my first option is not going to be available. But I have a couple in mind. So we will see next Wednesday. Kim's writing. It's going to be great. Crime mystery books. I will probably... Yeah, I should probably know by Monday of next week on whether that's going to happen, Kim. So I'll let you know. I will be in touch. I love getting signed copies of books. Nice. I have a lot of signed books. I have a couple now too. I feel like I need to spoil the ending for you so you know how they talk. Let me know. Okay. Yeah, we'll do. I was kind of picking up a vibe, so I'll shoot you an email with kind of what I was picking up, especially with the friend character. So we'll talk. Sounds really cool. Hardly have any, but wellsies. Yeah, I like getting the signed copies. So, I've gotten quite a few of the signed copies of the books that we've done on Whiskey Wednesday. So, which is cool. I need to put them all up on a shelf, lined up, all the Whiskey Wednesday books. I think it'd be kind of cool. Yes, please. You might know what's happening. Yeah, okay. Gotcha. And I'm getting a feeling for it just by a little bit of the hinting here and there, not all is as it seems. getting signed books from outside of Australia is so expensive. Oh, I bet. I have purchased... So I used to do a disc golf podcast. And as part of that, we met a gentleman from... A couple people, actually, from Australia. But one started a disc golf clothing line called Dude, Down Under Disc Golf Evolution, I think is what it stood for. And we purchased some stuff. And the shipping was ungodly expensive. So I understand. I understand what you mean. It's expensive to getting stuff back and forth there. That is for sure. They don't make it cheap. You know, something about being like so far away. You know? Like, what's a plane ride? Right? Insane, yeah. Coming to Australia, yeah. Cheaper to fly there, buy it. Yes, I think you're right, Justin. I think you're right. And you know, plus while you're there, you experience the land, right? The Australian outback, right? Almost. We need teleporter deliveries. Speaking of like space and Star Trek, when are we getting, our teleporters and our, what's the little fabricator thing that they use to like make food? What's that thing called? I don't remember. I'm losing nerd points now. Earl Grey, hot. What is that? What is the thing? The thing. Oh, well, doesn't matter. The food printer, yeah. Barbie shrimps, yeah. Red dwarf. Yep. Alrighty. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think I am going to take off. I got to do some pickups. And if I sit here any longer, I'm going to finish this darn whiskey. And the pickups are going to be fun, actually. So maybe I should, right? Would be cool having teleporting deliveries. Yeah, heck yeah. Would make it easier than waiting for it to arrive. I know. And in like this day and age, everybody would use it and they would pay ungodly fees just to do it because of the instant gratification culture of I want it now, right? I'm not saying I'm above it. I'd do it too, right? But thank you, everybody, for tuning in today. And thank you, Daniel Georgiev, for offering up another one of your chapters, being a brave soul to volunteer one of your chapters here for Whiskey Wednesday. And I had a lot of fun narrating it. You have a great story. I enjoyed the read, as always. As always. Do we have more? Actually? Do we have more? More what? I missed something. It was great live. Glad I got to tune in for it. Absolutely, yeah. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you being here. Not sure, Daniel, what you mean. More of your stories coming to... It got filtered out. But let me... Oh, it filtered one of yours out too, Kim. Why? Sometimes it doesn't tell me it filters it. It just filters it. Are there more of yours? Yes, there are. There's one more, at least, that I have called Snowbringer. But that's not for a little bit. But yes, we have more. We have more. We do. Okay, I'm going to take off. You all have a fantastic night. And I'll see you next Whiskey Wednesday at the very latest. If not before then, because we have some more stories to narrate here soon. Some stories with big stompy robots with like lasers and missile packs and doing mercenary missions and all kinds of fun stuff. But anyways, I will talk to you all next time. Have a great night. Bye-bye.